Lifestyle Squad. By the end of this video, you are going to learn how to take a basic iPhone picture like this and turn it into a lit picture like this. Perfect. Hold on your iPhone, yeah. Hold on your iPhone, yeah. Before we jump into this video, make sure that you press that subscribe button. Also, you guys don't want to miss out on my uploads every Wednesday and Saturday at 3 p.m. So you don't want to miss out on my next video. Make sure that you press this notification bell here. And you guys, I have something awesome for you just for hopping on this video and wanting to grow your social media. If you click this link right here, you can download and take my free 5-day challenge where I teach you how to take captivating timeline stopping photos all on your iPhone, you guys. Let's get into this video. First 3 apps that you want to download is going to be SNAPSEED, Lens Distortion, and FaceTune 2. Now there's going to be 2 versions of FaceTune for you to download in the App Store. The first version is going to be called FaceTune. You do have to pay for that one. That one is just an image editor. For the second option is going to be called FaceTune 2, which is what we're using. FaceTune 2 is free, and this is specifically for beauty editing. For the purpose of this video, I'm not going to edit the same picture that I used as my thumbnail. I really want to go through step by step how I would organically, and I felt if I edited a brand new image while recording, that I can give you guys the authentic way of how I would edit. This is Jamela, my awesome friend, my assistant photographer. So we're going to be editing this picture that we took on her iPhone, okay? So first things first, when you open FaceTune, you're going to want to go up here in the right hand corner to upload the image. Very first thing that I always edit, you guys, is the subject, okay? So the subject could be a fruit that you're shooting. The subject could be your dog. It could be a model. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go into retouch, okay? So usually I go into retouch, that's the teardrop at the bottom left. And the first thing that I do is I want to just conceal or get rid of any blemishes that I see. So we're just going to zoom in. So we're going to zoom in here. And I can see here on her cheeks, it's a little bit of a blemish. Get rid of those. There's like a mark on the arm area right here. I'm gonna do that. Let's check the other arm. Alrighty, so any blemishes that you see, you want to kind of get rid of those. So after I conceal, I'm going to go into the smooth tool. So we're gonna go to the smooth tool and we're gonna zoom in and just kind of smooth out any type of maybe blemishes or anything that you see is like an imperfection of the skin. You don't want to overdo it. You can use this bar here to kind of pull it back and forth if you feel like you kind of overdid it in a certain area. But I'm just going to go over her skin, smooth out her skin. Melly already got smooth skin, but you know, just for the purpose of this video. All right, so once we've done that, we are going to go to details. Now details is very similar to sharpening an image. Basically anything that you want to pop out, I definitely highly recommend doing that. Usually I always do something like if it's an accessory like an earring or glasses, her eyeliner, her eyebrows, her lips, and the perimeter of her face. I really want that to pop out. So basically I'm going to go into details and I'm going to go over her glasses here, her eyebrows. Her eyebrows is popping. I'm gonna do her hair too because Melly has some bomb red hair. She just dyed her hair red. Do the earrings, so that lip gloss is popping. And then I'm gonna do the perimeter of her face because I really want her face to pop out in the image. I'm obsessed with Melly's shoulders. Like she has athletic wide shoulders, so we're gonna want that to pop out because she has a really dope top. I like the neckline, how it is. And then I'm gonna do her jeans. Her jeans pop out. Just for the purpose of this video, let's do the whole top, right? All right, now we're going to go to glow. The glow tool on here on FaceTune, I only use it if I want to highlight a certain area. For example, I'm gonna highlight the sunlight that's hitting her face because later on, I really want this shadow to pop out when I zoom out. So I'm just gonna put a glow on her, on the areas here. Okay, and then if you zoom out, you guys, there. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit on her shoulder here, and that's all we're gonna do there. And then you guys, this is a really great tool as well. It's called Vibrance. It's the rainbow tool here. So we're gonna go to Vibrance, and basically wherever you place your finger at, those colors are gonna pop out. So I want her hair to pop out, so we're gonna do that here. You guys can see the difference. If I click back, you can see how I undid it and how I just did it again, right? So we're gonna do the leaves around her, and we're gonna do the sun. So already you guys, you can see the picture kind of look like way more vibrant than before. You probably don't see it now until we use the other apps. And I'm also gonna go back in, and I really want her lip gloss and earring to pop out. Okay. Okay guys, now that we have that, you're just gonna click that check at the bottom. It's gonna bring you back to the original screen. If you want, you can play around with the filters here. We're gonna do that in the other app, but if you want, you can play around with this, but that's literally all I do in this particular app. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna save this to our camera roll. Now that we downloaded that picture, we're gonna open up that picture in Snapseed. Snapseed is a really great tool. It reminds me of the functions in LightRoom, so take advantage of this app, you guys. Okay. All right. So now that we're in Snapseed, as you can see here, down here are different filters that you can do. I'm gonna see how portrait looks, and you can see here it kind of configures the settings, so you can change that. You guys can see that there. You can change it to smooth. It looks really, really smooth in this picture. You can change it to faded glow here. I'm just going around and just hitting these just so you guys can get an idea of how to change that around. I really like portrait, so we're gonna save that. And then what you guys want to do is go into tools, which is right in the middle. And basically the very first thing that I do is I go to tune image. This is exactly how I edit my images whenever I get client work, guys. I always adjust the brightness, contrast, blacks, whites, highlights, shadows, any of that stuff. So we're going to do that now. Okay, so you're going to go down here. And pretty much what you do with this is once you highlight it, you can just go back and forth, and you guys can see up here how it kind of adjusts the brightness, right? And I really want the shadows to pop out, so I'm going to bring down the brightness a bit. You guys can see the difference, right? How it's really, really bright. And once we darken that, it's like we're kind of creating even more of a cast of a shadow. I really like that effect with the leaves here and everything, right? So the contrast I'm going to leave as is. We're going to go into saturation. Saturation is basically when you want to adjust the warmth of the color. So pretty much if I go over here, you're going to have a lot of cool tones, blues. And if you go up, you're going to have a lot of orange and reds. It looks really hot outside if we kind of boost the saturation. So I'm going to kind of do that. I like this glow on her skin. So I'm going to leave that at 28. Okay, and we're going to go back into here. We're gonna go to highlights. The highlights is basically what I pretty much highlighted on her face, any background whites or anything like that. So I'm gonna leave the highlights at 16, and literally you guys, is whatever appeals to your eye. There's no exact way how to edit. Everyone has a specific editing style. Whenever I edit my images, I like them to look natural and lit opposed to over edited, and I'll show you guys how that looks in a second. So now we're gonna go to shadows, and as I mentioned earlier, I highlighted Jamella's face. You can see here, she has like a really nice glow on her face, and I wanna bring down those shadows because it's gonna create even more of a cast behind her so that she pops out in the image, okay? You guys can see that, right? How she's like with the leaves, and now it's like she's popping out of the leaves, okay? So I'm gonna leave the shadows there at a -24. And then we're gonna go to the warmth. Now the warmth, you can see here, all of those oranges and yellows, you can leave that as is, or if you want, you can kind of turn that down. I'm gonna leave that at, I'm gonna do 16. So once we're done with that, we're gonna go to the bottom here, and we're gonna tick this check button. We're gonna go back to tools, and we're gonna go to details again, you guys, because I'm obsessed with details. So I'm gonna go back in, and I'm gonna take sharpening. Sharpening the image basically is sharpening the image, right? Okay, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna kind of sharpen the tool here. And I'm gonna do that at a 40, you guys. And we're gonna click this button. We're gonna go back into tools. Now, this particular tool right here called curves. Curves is like one of my favorite things to do. Any professional photographer will tell you when they're editing on Photoshop or Lightroom that they adjust the curves. Now, what is this? Curves is basically, to be specific, it's called RGB curves, and that stands for red, green, and blue. This basically helps you to intricately and meticulously edit an image, right? Now I'm going to show you guys a little trick. Whenever you do open this graph called curves, if you want your image to have that vintage old school look, this is what us photographers do when we're editing an image. Let me just show you. So basically you want to take this dot here and you want to bring it up, and it gives you kind of like in film, like an old school film look. That's for anyone who wants to like create like a vintage image or like have it kind of, but for the purpose of this video, I don't want that. This is a bit intricate for you guys, but we're gonna skip this part. But I'm just showing you guys a little trick. We're gonna go back into tools. If you guys want, you can go to drama. Drama basically kind of creates a very dramatic effect. Me personally, you can see here, this is what I mean by over editing. It's like way too sharpened, and you can kind of see it looks cartoonish, right? So we're not gonna do anything with that. All right, so I'm liking how this is looking. I like how Jamila's popping out. I just would love if it was more sun coming down on her face, right? So we're gonna go to export. We are going to save. Modify. Save. So we're gonna open up that exact picture that we just saved into Lens Distortions, you guys. This is such a cool app because you can use this to basically add lights or add anything that you want to add that you couldn't, right? So I want more sunlight to be on Jamila's face, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just click this drop down menu. So basically, you guys, you can just kind of manipulate the lights. You can create fog if you wanted to. You can create rain. You can create snow in your image, shimmer. But since we want some sunlight, we're going to go with maybe this one, right? So you guys can see there, right? You can literally manipulate this. As you can see, you can even turn it around and make it swivel. And I really want the sun to like come down on Jamila. Okay, so we're gonna do it a little smaller, but I want it to like touch her glasses, right? Look at how poppin' that looks, you guys. And the good thing about it is you can press add layer if you want to add another light on top of that, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go to softness. I feel like it's a little too harsh. So we're gonna use this to kind of soften up that light, right? Because we want it to look really natural. I'm gonna go to opacity because we don't want it to be too thick or harsh. We want it to be like a touch of sun on her, right? And you guys, you can also go to brightness, contrast, saturation, since you guys already know what that is. You can go to color. You can see that's more of a white. I want it to be more of a yellowish. So I'm gonna go back to saturation. I want that to kind of pop on her face. And I really like how this looks. I feel like I want to keep it just as is. So we're gonna save that. And literally, you guys, in 5 minutes, we literally just edited a picture.